channel. So if you missed last week's big announcement video, I'll leave a link in the top right so you can click on it and watch that later. So this week we're heading a bit further north, past Newcastle, north of Port Stephens there, and into the town of Seal Rocks. We got there for a couple of days, had some great weather, and found this little goat track that took us down to this amazing natural arch where the waves were just thundering through. Here we go. Well, hi, and welcome to Seal Rocks. So we've been up here for a couple of days on our journey around the country, and managed to find this amazing natural sort of rock arch here. So they actually, the water's sort of thundering through this rock arch. The tide is on the way in. I think we're maybe at about 2/3 tide right now, and it's on the way up. And what actually happens is there's an open seaway just around off camera to this side, your right hand side. And I think at a very high tide it probably meets up around this island here. Well, not so much an island, but it comes through this natural rock arch. Now I don't know if you can see that in the distance here, but it's you can see the water just absolutely thundering through here. So what I've done is I've set the camera up sort of as high as I can to try and get through to see the arch. I've got a 24-70 lens on, an f2.8 lens, and that's enabling me to sort of zoom in a little bit into the rock as far as I can. What I'm trying to do is capture some of these splashes as the waves come in. I'm at about a half second right now. I've got a 3-stop end. That one was pretty close. I've got a 3-stop ND in front of the lens right now. So sunglasses for your camera, and beautiful. And that's letting me shoot about f9 and about a half second. So I'm getting some movement in the wave, and I've purposely sort of underexposed a little bit because there's so much white foam around that it's really bright in the lens. So first shot of the day, let's see if we can get this one here with a bit of that happening. There's just so much action going on here. So first shot, the landscape shot, let's check it out. Good times. I haven't moved the camera. All I've done now is I've just rotated the camera, so now I'm shooting portrait mode, so the camera's vertical. You can't even see it in the frame there now. But we still got these enormous waves coming in. In fact, the tide is coming in, so it's getting a little bit more powerful. And you can see at the end of the gully these enormous waves thundering through the arch. So I've focused a little bit more in on the gully right now to see if we can catch some action going on in the gully, because there's just so much going on as the waves come through. So let's see what we can capture here. I made sure I also spun my polarizer when I turned the camera, because obviously we're now at 90 degrees. So just to try and make sure I haven't got too many reflections on the rocks. Okay, let's see if we can do a portrait shot. Let's check it out. All right, what an incredible place. What I've just noticed here is as these bigger waves are coming in, they're actually hitting one of the rock platforms on both the left and right side. It doesn't happen every time, but occasionally you get a wave that actually hits both simultaneously. And what it's doing is it's actually throwing 2 waves up on each side of the frame. I'm going to wait a couple of seconds to see if I can get one of these waves that actually does that, and let's see if we can catch that as a shot. There's a bigger one coming in now. It's only the bigger waves that seem to do it, but it hits the right hand side there and actually curves down both sides. Let's see if that shot came out. Okay, so I've come across a little bit further down now. What I'm trying to do is capture some of the foreground rocks here, and you can see as this comes in and hits them, there's some really nice, interesting sort of foreground action going on with some of the waves hitting in between the rocks. I'm currently sitting at half a second. I've got f5.6. I'm using a 24-70 lens right now, and 24 I think is about wide enough for this. And what I'm trying to do as well is capture some action in the gully behind. So let's see if we can get a shot here with the first wave hitting these rocks, the second wave coming through the gully, and see if we can get some wave action in the foreground here. Okay, let's check this one out. Next morning I noticed there was some colour going off in the sky, so I grabbed the camera and the tripod, ran down the beach, and managed to set up at the end of the headland and photographed what I think might be the original seal rocks off in the distance there. I could be wrong there, of course, but if you know the facts, please feel free to enlighten me in the comments below. So I've got two shots off. I've got this one here with the sky just starting to turn, but it always pays to look over your shoulder because right behind me the inverted commas reverse sunrise was starting to happen. And managed to spin the camera and get a second shot off. Here they are. Isn't it just amazing when you find somewhere like this that is completely carved out by nature? It's coming through a hole in the rock, and these amazing waves are coming in, as you can see right behind me, and crashing right on the rocks at your feet. It's just absolutely insane. The tide is still coming in, and it's getting a little bit higher. It's sort of creeping up and creeping up. So it's time for us to go now. It's actually 10 to 7, so sunset's actually happening in about half an hour. So I hope you enjoyed the shots. If you did, please give it a like just down here. I'm going to put the shots up now with all the settings as I normally do. We're currently, as I said, at Seal Rocks. Tomorrow we're heading up towards Foster. So we'll try and get a couple of shots up around that area. And then we're going to be heading north on our tour around the country. So anyway, if you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers.